Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Brings into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On the run, it's Berry. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Green. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire play.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he gets rid of it.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Auburn's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. we have a look at Keyshawn Singleton. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. Bunch formation for these receivers.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country. Two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. Across the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarter.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown LSU. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. On play action. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Levin. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Moving out to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the stick.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Levitt. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. All the way back to the 15. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Singleton. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Myers on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to him again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Got him right there. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch. And
got enough space. And the defense gets to him, but not before he reaches the 2.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for him.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Auburn lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's there to make the stop.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Rushes on. Makes a deep grab. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Drops back on 1st down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got an open man. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He caught it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he will score! Touchdown LSU!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Tigers sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
Ollie, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Gonna take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Under pressure. Got room at the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rolls right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here's some daylight, and he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a snap, it was all over right to the house.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Holly, we'll see how they react.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Handoff, Durham running left. Oh, he's got some space. Bring him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Here's Durham one more time. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Drops back. It's Slevin. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Look out! Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Between the hashes, it's Durham. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sidelines to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
He's got it. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick. And
he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Here's a give to Gibson.
coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Gibson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Levin. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Great place to start for this offense. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Got his man. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it's good from 58 yards out. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caden Durham again. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Sells the run, looking to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back. Time and time again.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. On first down, it's Durham again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They're all over him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Finds his target. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Lets it fly. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's changing the play. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Berry. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
Auburn lines up quickly.
And, man, that's a big-time play for this offense. This quarterback, he's put the ball in harm's way. He's already had a couple of interceptions. This ball was kind of a 50-50 ball. Nice to see the receiver make a play and
the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Oh, the big fella running to glory. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception, maybe just the slightest crack and opening here. Left side is Eccles. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Handoff for Jarrett. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Here's Gibson one more time. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack.
We've seen throughout the course of this.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he gets it away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Durham one more time. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage. scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. They'll run for it. It's Durham. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How about that? Fourth down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to pass. Looking left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw one first. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock,